It is Friday evening, but there aren't too many in Mangalore who say thank God it's Friday. And the reason is simple. After what happened at Amnesia the Lounge in January 2009, where activists of the Sri Ram Sene assaulted girls, and the homestay incident in July last year, where youth celebrating a birthday party were attacked by activists of the Hindu Jagran Vedike, Mangalore is a city living under the shadow of fear.
Probably seeing a lot of videos, people just coming and hitting the goons, I can say, coming and hitting random girls without knowing the reason for the party, or randomly coming and giving you abuses, or putting some wrong blame on you and getting a wrong picture of Mangalore on the whole and the community in general. So yes, that kind of fear would be there among others.
It is no surprise then that proprietors of lounges such as these take no chances. They even let Hindutva vigilante groups take a look inside the lounge just to ensure they do not create trouble.
They have definitely come and seen the place. They came once just to see if we have a dance floor or anything, and we didn't have any dance floor and anything as such, so they're fine.
What is this whole thing about the dance?
See, they say that there shouldn't be a dance floor because that's you're not legally allowed. That's one point what they say, which we agree on. But when you have a music, people tend to move their body, and that's where we have to be more careful. That's why we have around 4 to 5 bouncers who just stay around, make sure, because we want the people coming in here to be safe. We don't want any incidents happening. If one incident takes place, the people don't turn up, it will definitely affect our business.
Santosh Hangarki's Amnesia the Lounge was just 26 days old when it hit national headlines. He distinctly recalls that many of the attackers were in an inebriated state and ironically were targeting women customers who were drinking.
Those who had come, as I know, they were kind of drunk. They just wanted to make a harassment wherein, just to push people around and get the things done, kind of a thing. Probably because, as I saw that, usually if anything such illegal thing was happening, cops will be the one who have to come first. It was nothing like that, wherein only these people had come. Again, they had brought media along with them.
Little surprise then that when you travel through the towns in Dakshin Kannada region, you can feel the underlying anger simmering against the moral policing brigade. That was reflected in the elections to the urban local bodies in March, in which the BJP was routed. It came as a surprise considering the region has been a BJP bastion thanks to the strong presence of the RSS-affiliated Hindutva outfits.
So this time I am certain that it will not be repeated. They will be in for a great disappointment, as was evident in the last ULB elections, urban local self-body elections. The BJP lost in most of the important town municipalities and also cities like Mangalore. Even a city like Udupi, which was held by BJP for the last 45 years, even there, for the first time BJP was routed and the other party came to power.
Well, voters in Dakshin Kannada district also speak of corruption and political instability, which are a pan-Karnataka grouse against the BJP government. The local issues of vigilante justice and communal divide will play an important role in the elections here.
Realizing that the average man on the street is worried about the physical safety of his children, the Congress is harping on the dangers of vigilante justice and minority bashing this elections. Congress leader Kripa Alva says the party expects the average Mangalorean to use this election to send out a strong message that the region wants to shun such elements.
A boy and a girl walk together, they are attacked. That is the kind of system that they have adopted in the past 5 years, and that I definitely think has affected the youth, has affected the different genders and parents. in particular, you know, because once their children move out of the house, they are not too sure that they will come back safe. In fact, South Canada has been a very peace-loving place, but in the past 5 years, the scenario has completely changed, where we are today in the world map for all the wrong reasons.
The Congress had traditionally not delivered. The BJP was supposed to deliver, talked all the right things, but it hasn't delivered. Also, there is this general feeling that if the Congress had been corrupt over a long period of time and it was their fiefdom and they could call up the police and make them do what they want, the BJP has done that in sort of a shorter span, made as much money in a shorter span of time, played around with the police and other state machinery, as badly as the Congress before them. So really there's no contest. So it might just get down to these issues of vigilantism by the Hindutva, outfits and things like that, on which votes might just get polled.
Though privately the BJP is apprehensive that the assembly election on May 5th could see a repeat of the anti-BJP verdict in the civic polls, it is putting up a brave front, accusing its political opponents of blowing things out of proportion.
Civic elections, yes, they did not vote for BJP, BJP lost. But one or two incidents cannot treat that South Canada or Karavadi or coastal belt as a laboratory for communal things. Yes, the incidents of church attacks happened, and that one homestay incident happened, and we have taken immediate action in the church incident also, in the homestay incident also. Definitely government of Karnataka under the BJP regime was not found lacking in responding to the situation.
But fear of the law has not deterred Hindutva organizations like the Hindu Jagran Vedike or the Bajrang Dal from continuing with its divisive agenda. The Dakshin Kannada chief of the Bajrang Dal, Sharan Pamvel, shows us photographs shot inside lounges in the city, a culture groups like his own frown upon. He also shows us a grab on his mobile phone of a Hindu girl allegedly lured by a Muslim boy and claims Bajrang Dal does not approve of such alliances, but mention moral policing, and Pamvel expresses his displeasure.
अभी मुझे मालूम नहीं पड़ता है मोरल पोलिसिंग क्या बोलता है वो. अभी हमारा हिंदुओं के लिए रक्षा करने के लिए हम बजरंग दल इधर काम कर रहा है. तो हिंदुओं का रक्षा करने इसमें उसको क्यों मोरल पोलिसिंग कहते हैं. अभी हमारा एक लड़की मुसलमान लड़के का साथ जाता है और उसको इस्लाम को मतांतर होता है, लव जिहाद होता है, उसको हम रुकेगा तो कैसे होता है वो मोरल पोलिसिंग. दूसरा, इधर गौ हत्या डेली चल रहा है तो हम उसको रोकते हैं, तो उसको कैसे मोरल पोलिसिंग कहते हैं.
The us versus them is what unfortunately defines the region today.
If a Hindu or a Muslim wants even a simple thing done, like I want a Xerox done or I want to buy a new shirt, I'll go to a shop of the person of the same community. That's how sharp it is nowadays, unfortunately. I can very clearly see it over the last 2-3 years, I think. And now, yes, over the last 2-3 years, it's quite clear that this is happening.
The religious character of the Dakshin Kannada region is one of the reasons why it is such a fertile breeding ground for Hindutva consolidation. The place is dotted with temples, and with 94% literacy, it is a politically very aware region.
The BJP did exceedingly well in the 2008 assembly elections in the region, winning 10 of the 15 seats in the Dakshin Kannada, Udupi and Kodagu districts. The Hindutva outfits do not shy away from taking the credit for the good showing, claiming there is nothing wrong in working for one community.
इधर कौन हिंदुत्व का काम करता है वही इधर जीता है. कौन हिंदुत्व का रक्षा करता है, कौन हिंदुओं का रक्षा करता है, कौन हमारा गौ का उसको हेल्प करता है, उसी का इधर पक्ष कोई भी हो लास्ट 2008 में इलेक्शन में कोस्टल कर्नाटका में बीजेपी को जीत लिया है। यही कारण है हमारा संगठन, क्योंकि हमको एक राजकीय एक पक्ष चाहिए था।
Mangalore, the most prominent city in the region, also has a significant minority presence. 22% are Muslims and 16% of the population are Christian, which means a couple of rabble-rousers on either side are enough for the region to reach boiling point.
The Hindu-Muslim polarization along the Mangalore coast has clearly benefited the BJP. After its victory in the 2008 Assembly elections, a political greenhorn like Nalin Kumar Katil could defeat a heavyweight like Janardhan Pujari of the Congress by over 40,000 votes in the Mangalore Lok Sabha constituency in 2009.
On the other side of the religious divide are organizations like the Popular Front of India, whose political arm, the Social Democratic Party of India, also contests elections. It is already warning of Hindutva groups making attempts to polarize voters before election day.
हर इलेक्शन के टाइम में भी ये हुआ है, मे बी ये कंटिन्यू होने का चांस भी है। ये छोड़े तो दूसरा एजेंडा भी बीजेपी के साथ नहीं है। ऐसा एक कम्युनल राइट्स का एक माहौल बनाए तो उनको फिर भी ये राजकीय लाभ आएगा बोल के उन्होंने सोच रहे, ये पॉसिबल है, इम्पॉसिबल नहीं, पॉसिबल है।
People have felt the heat of it, and even those who were coastal Kannada.
In February this year, B.V. Sitaram, editor of a 22-year-old Kannada newspaper, Karavalli Alle, published a front-page news report accusing a Hindutva outfit of being involved in drug trafficking in the region.
How actually BJP and also Sangha Parivar.
Retaliation was swift, with employees and vendors of the newspaper attacked, and the paper could not be circulated in Mangalore and Udupi for many days.
We have said the drug bureau Varadiga sealed. That means
Finally, police intervention ensured peace.
obviously they want to teach a lesson to the detractors, critics of the Sangha Parivar establishment. They have practically brought everybody around. There are certain forces still in coastal Karnataka which are not seeing eye to eye with the BJP, and our newspaper is one such, it is one such force. And they want to tell us that unless you fall in line, we will not leave you at that. So the battle goes on.
The Dakshin Kannada and Udupi districts are home to some 100 colleges offering professional courses like medicine, engineering, hotel management, fashion design, and 190 other degree colleges. Attracting nearly 6 lakh students, the education economy of the region is worth 50,000 crore rupees. Student money power is what essentially drives the economy of the region. Evening time in Mangalore sees nearly 2,000 footfalls at each of the 6 idle ice cream parlors that are extremely popular in the city. 1 in every 3 customers at this 38-year-old enterprise is a youngster.
Mangalore's main business is education. So a lot of education institutions are there in Mangalore. The people have a fear to come to Mangalore for education because of these things. So it will affect the business a lot if this continues. But the police have put some strict laws. They are refusing bails and other things for the people who have done this kind of things. So these things have been reduced over last few months or year.
The elections in Mangalore will be important to see if those running the education economy of the region express their resentment against the BJP. After the homestay attack last year, a group called Arise Mangalore was started to raise their voice against the aggressive, hyper-masculine posting by the Hindutva activists.
But even while the average Hindu Mangalorean condemns moral policing, the apparent Congress ploy of minority appeasement brings out the fault lines in the deeply communally divided region of coastal Karnataka. It is felt that the BJP may gain wherever it has good candidates and where the Congress pits a minority candidate against the BJP.
If you've positioned a minority candidate against a BJP candidate, a Hindu might still vote for the BJP candidate, not because he trusts in or he or she trusts in the BJP candidate, because there is this bogey of the minority.
The attack on the church in 2008, soon after the BJP came to power, hurt and alienated the Christian community, so much so that the radicals have managed to create fissures between Hindus and Christians.
Does the Christian community feel a little insecure in Bangalore?
Oh yes, definitely. Many of them. And today, many of these ashrams which have been there, they say we can't admit, because after they'll say we are converting you. In the past, all we would do is, Sisters of Charity, we would telephone them and say, Sister, can you keep this person overnight? And then tomorrow we'll see. Today, no. They will say, no, if it's the Hindu, no. If it's the Christian, it's okay, bring the child. And then insecurity saying, how can, we are people of this place, and where is the security for us here with this kind of government? And then the police haven't helped either in recent times.
But it would be wrong to believe that those pursuing vigilante justice have no supporters.
There is a large community here that does approve of such vigilantism, I think. There is this whole, it's like the dark underbelly of any growing city. And, so you have malls, etc. And then, for example, in the homestay attack case, 4 of the boys, if you look at the profile of the attackers, 4 of the boys do not even have electricity in their own homes. So they haven't got a college education, etc. So there is this divide which is sharpening over here. And therefore, I think this kind of tension is many layered. It's not just communal, it's not just community, it's many layered.
This image of the region has meant industry has shied away despite the huge geographical advantage that the district offers.
The people of Mangalore will not accept policy like this. They're very angry and upset. It has great human resources. It doesn't have many industry leaders. And if the IT industry can go there, Infosys is there, they run very well. There are 10,000 IT people with 2,000 crores of export. We create a vision document to take the IT exports to, let's say, 50,000 crores by 2020. 10,000 crores by 2020 with 50,000 employees. If that happens, the city will boom.
The election in May could be a game changer for Dakshin Kannada region, and specifically Bangalore, a city of some 4.84 lakh people. Having been in the news for all the wrong reasons in the last 5 years, and dubbed a Hindutva laboratory, these elections would prove or disapprove the justification of the sobriquet that Dakshin Kannada has earned for itself.